Howdy, and welcome to our Mentee Training video. Today we'll be going over what is mentoring, mentor admin and mentee goals and expectations, relationship development and maintenance, challenges with mentoring, active listening, and growth mindset, and finally, safety and ethical concerns with mentoring. We'll start off with the basics of mentoring. So, what is a mentor? We define a mentor as a confidant who is open-minded and can provide a different perspective. So how can you best utilize your mentoring relationship? Here are some of our suggestions on topics you can ask your mentor about. Career-related questions, college to career-related questions, how to find an internship, interview skills, resume advice, networking questions, and interpersonal questions. Note that this isn't an all-encompassing list. You can still talk about topics outside of the ones we just listed. Additionally, just remember, mentors are humans too. No one person is going to have all the perfect answers to your questions. We highly recommend you should have more than one mentor in your life. And you're in luck, because the university has more than just one mentoring program you can join. Go to the link to explore other mentoring programs. Next up, we're going to talk about administrators and program managers. You might have noticed, in addition to mentors, your organization also has administrators or program managers. Admins and program managers can help you with mentoring program logistics, academic-related questions, financial aid questions, and campus resources. Now let's talk about mentee expectations. We tell our mentees, like all relationships in life, mentoring is a two-way street. Mentees are expected to ensure there is clear communication between them and their mentoring partner, create goals and share them with their mentor partner, meet at minimum twice a semester with their mentoring partner, and finally, develop a growth mindset. We'll dive deeper into this later. Now let's talk about the ways to develop and maintain the relationship throughout the mentoring process. It might be awkward at first to meet with your mentor, so here are some suggested topics you can discuss with your mentor to get to know them a little bit better. Shared interests, school, work-life balance, career-related questions, how to improve your resume, study tips, and how to improve self-care. Note that this is not all the topics you can talk to your mentor about. You can discuss other topics that you and your mentor are both comfortable with. To ensure a successful mentoring relationship for the long term, make sure you discuss your mentee's goals. Modes of communication you are both comfortable with, like email, Zoom, or a mixture of these things. And communication frequency, like if you'll chat bi-weekly or on a monthly basis. Make sure to establish these three things early on to keep the relationship strong throughout the mentoring term. Next, we'll talk about some challenges you may encounter while mentoring. Here are some that you might come across. The first challenge is lack of clear communication. Sometimes it might be hard to communicate, but always err on the side of over-communication. Like, if you're going to be 5 minutes late to your mentoring meeting, shoot your mentor a text or email saying you're going to be late. Or, if you're stressed out about studying for a test and you don't want to meet at all, let your mentor know and they'll adjust or cancel out the meeting. The second challenge is having a hard time opening up. Make sure you feel comfortable around your mentor and not to rush sharing sensitive information with them. The final challenge is having scheduling conflicts with your mentor meetings and program events. Communicate with your mentor if you can't make your meeting or an event where you were supposed to attend. See if you can reschedule at a time that works better for the both of you, and talk to your program admin about any other events you might be able to attend. The best thing you can do is be proactive. If you don't hear from your mentor for a while, try reaching out to them first. And remember, mentors are humans too, and just send them a reminder. Next up, we'll talk about 2 characteristics that you can develop in order to build a more effective mentoring relationship: active listening and having a growth mindset. Active listening can be defined as a skill that requires the listener to fully concentrate, understand, recall, and reiterate what has been said. For example, someone might be presenting at a workshop your organization is hosting. Make sure to not be distracted and take in what the speaker is saying. Although the presenter might not ask you to do this, the last piece of active listening is being able to reiterate what you just learned. As we mentioned earlier, having a growth mindset means believing that a person's capacities and talents can be improved over time. The mentoring program is here to help you develop your skills. Make sure to come into the program with a positive attitude and help your mentoring partner develop a growth mindset as well. Safety and ethical concerns. As we close out our training, we wanted to inform you of various resources in case you have any ethical or safety issues. Note that all resources are confidential. Finally, always remember to meet in a public space with your mentor. And that's it. You just completed Mentee Training. We hope that you've learned something about mentoring that you didn't know before. Happy mentoring, thanks, and gig 'em!